Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get your BBBEE certificate for free on the BIZPORTAL platform. So if you have created a customer profile and you've registered your company, then you can get your BBBEE certificate for free. That is if your revenue is under around 10 million, I think. 10, yeah, I think it's like 10 million rands per annum in turnover or in revenue. So you can use the one that you are getting from the CIPC website or the BizPortal website. So if you need a BBBEE certificate for anything that you are applying for, then this will be really helpful. It's really quick and you don't need to submit any additional documents or anything like that because they have all your information. You just need to answer a couple of questions. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe really quickly. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please help me reach my goal by hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get there before the end of the year, hopefully. So please help me and click that subscribe button. So yeah, let's get into the video.
So on the BizPortal website, we are going to log in. You should have already registered if you are applying for a BBBEE certificate because your company should be already registered. Cool. So we are going to log in. So you will use your ID number and the password you created when you registered. If you don't have a South African ID, you'll click no and enter your customer code and your password that you created when you registered. So I'm going to log in. So this is your user profile. Your details are supposed to appear there. Sometimes the system is a little glitchy, so it doesn't appear, but it's there. And these are the companies below. When you scroll down, you'll see your company profile, which shows the companies that are registered under your ID number or the companies that you have registered. And yeah, so it shows you the status of each company. So as you can see, one of the companies that are registered or that are under my name are under the deregistration process because I haven't filed annual returns for that company because I forgot about it. So yeah, I need to fix that. But yeah, we will do annual returns in the next video. I will see if I can file annual returns for that same company so I can show you guys how to file annual returns because I've already filed for my main companies. So yeah, we'll see. So you go to services at the top, and then these are all the services they provide or the things you can do on the BizPortal platform. Click on BBBEE certificates. So here they'll tell you that exempted micro enterprises with a turnover of no more than 10 million can use this platform to register for a BBBEE certificate at no cost. So it's free if your annual turnover, so your annual revenue is under 10 million. Right. And then yeah, so basically they just tell you that, okay, cool, it's free of charge. So if your revenue is under 10 million, don't be paying people for a BBBEE certificate, guys. Do it yourself, do it here. And then yeah, you need to be under 10 million. So if you are over 10 million, then this is not for you. And it's only valid for a year and you cannot renew it, meaning when it expires at the end of the year or the 12 months, you need to apply for a new one, right? And only directors and members of entities are allowed to apply for the certificate. So you can't apply for the certificate on behalf of someone else, and someone else cannot apply for this BBBEE certificate on your behalf. So the people offering you the service, if you are under 10 million rands in turnover, are basically committing crime. So careful. And then you need to provide the correct information because, it will be illegal to do otherwise. And then once you've submitted an application with certain information, you cannot change that information until your triple BE certificate expires. And then if you have one foreign director within your group or within your company, then you will not be able to qualify for a triple BEE certificate. So just be aware of that. If you are starting a business or have started a business with other people and it's a partnership and one of you is a foreign national, then you won't be able to apply for a triple BEE certificate. And then all the directors and members' contact details must be up to date, because an OTP will be sent to each director before the application will be concluded. That's if you have multiple people. If it's just one person, if you're the only director in your company, then there won't be an OTP. You will just do the application and you will receive your certificate in your email. And then directors with more than 10 entities listed under their ID. So if you are registering companies for different people, or you've registered more than 10 companies for whatever reason, then you will not qualify to, you won't be able to apply for a triple BE certificate. So be careful. If you're registering for other people, create profiles for them. Don't register under your own ID number or under your own profile. Cool. So you can view the details there once you've provided them. And then, click on new application. And then it will show you all the companies that you have, and you'll choose which one you want to apply for. So I'm going to choose that one. Now, you have to now declare the revenue for your enterprise. So this business, I haven't actually, so all I've been doing is like doing YouTube and kind of like helping people for free. I'm only starting to provide a service. So in the past, whatever year or whatever, I haven't actually made money from it, right? So I am going to say 0 for the turnover. My turnover is 0. So then you click on continue, and then so they let you know again that if your turnover is under 10 million, you are regarded as an exempted micro enterprise and you are eligible to apply for the triple BE certificate for free, right? And then now they want to know, they tell you there what falls under the definition of Black people, right, according to this triple BEE regulation or the act, right? And they tell you there. Cool. So now they're going to ask you, how many shareholders does the enterprise have? So if you're the only owner or the only director, like it's just you, then you will say 1. But if you have other people who you registered this company with, and then you will mention there, even if they are not registered as directors, but if you have an agreement of a shareholding agreement, then you need to include the number there to see how many shareholders does your enterprise have. So I just entered 1 there because I'm the only one. And then how many of these shareholders are Black? So Black meaning you fall under that definition at the top. So you're either African, colored, or Indian. So that's 1. And then the next question, out of the Black shareholders, how many are female? So you will write the answer. It's 1 for me because, well, I'm female. Then you click continue, and then now depending on the answers you gave there at the top, they will give you the appropriate number of spaces. So now you must write the percentage shareholding that is owned by the female shareholder, black female shareholder. And for mine, it's 100% because I am the only shareholder, right? So for if you have multiple people within the business, then you will apportion it accordingly. So if one person has 20%, another person has 50%, another person has 30% of the business, then you will write it like that if they are black females and they have a shareholding in that company. And then you will click on calculate. So when you click calculate, it will show you your results. So the total percentage of black shareholding is 100%, total percentage of black female shareholding is 100%, total percentage of white shareholding is 0, triple BE level is level 1 contribution, and my score 135%. And then just note that once you submit, the figures cannot be changed. So if there are any errors or anything, then you need to go back and amend what you need to amend. Otherwise, once you submit everything, that's what you're going to be left with for the whole year. You can't amend the certificate until it expires. Then you click on continue. So the first question there, out of the total of one shareholder, so the number will obviously depend on what number you entered in the previous step. So out of the total of one shareholders, how many are unemployed black people not attending and not required by law to attend an educational institution and not awaiting admission to an educational institution? So for me, it's 1 because number 1, I am unemployed, or rather I'm not working, black. Number 2, I'm not in school. I'm not in compulsory school. So compulsory school means from primary school to high school. Until you matriculate, you are required by law to attend school. So you are only not required by law to attend school after matric. So you can't be in any school level below matric. And also you can't be waiting to get into university, meaning you've applied for university, and you cannot be currently in university. So, you can't currently be waiting to get into university. Yeah. So anyway, so for me it's 1. And then number 2, out of the total of one shareholders, how many are black people who are youth as defined in the National Youth Commission Act of 1996? So youth, the age is basically defined as people between the ages of 14 to 35 years old. So already people under 18 are cut out because you cannot register a company, or be a director in a company if you are under 18. So it's basically between 18 and 35. So what number of the people in that in your group fall under that age group and can be classified as black youth, right? So for me, it's 1 person. And then the next one, out of the total of one shareholders, how many are black people who are persons with disabilities as defined in the Code of Good Practice on Employment of People with Disabilities issued under the Employment Equity Act? So how many people within your group or within your group of directors is a person living with disabilities? If there's none, then it's 0. If there is 1, then you say 1. Right. The next one, out of the total of one shareholders, how many are black people living in rural and underdeveloped areas? So we all know what a rural area is, and then an underdeveloped area is places like townships. So how many of you in the group are living either in a rural area or living in a township? Then you will say, so it will be 0 for me. Then you will say if you are where you are living, and you will say if you are the only shareholder, then it will be 1 if you are living in either of those areas or types of areas. And the next one, out of the total of one shareholders, how many are black military veterans who qualifies to be called a military veteran in terms of the Military Veteran Act Act 18 of 2011. So military veterans are people who served in the military. So it's likely people who completed the training and were actually you actually served post that training period. Cool. Then you will click continue. So once you click continue, you'll get a review and you'll need to accept. They'll let you know that based on the information supplied above, this company qualifies for a level 1 triple BEE status. So level 1 is like the highest ranking basically. And then they tell you in terms of that section, blah, 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 it's an offense to misrepresent or attempt to misrepresent the triple BEE status of an enterprise, blah, blah, blah. So don't lie. And then you need to confirm that the information on black shareholding percentages supplied is true and correct. So you will click on that slider so it writes yes to accept. So then once you've accepted, you will click on apply to finalize it. And there you go, the confirmation. So it'll tell you that your triple BE certificate has been sent to your email address. So you can now go to services next, not today, but on another day when you want to view your details, when you want to see your triple B certificate, you will enter the enterprise number of the company that you applied for, if you know what I mean, and click search to get your triple B certificate if you can't access it. Now, let's go view the triple B certificate in the email. So this is the email that you're going to receive to the email address that you used to create your profile on the BIZPORTAL website or the CIPC website. So they will tell you that it's the triple B certificate for that particular enterprise number or that enterprise. And it's attached. And there you go, your triple BEE certificate for your exempted micro enterprises, which is people or companies that are under 10 million in turnover. So the details of your shareholding and ownership are there, and what level you are, what triple BEE level you are on. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.